You ever have one of those nights where the world just flips you upside down, shakes all the change out of your pockets, and dares you to stand back up? Yeah, that was me, Ethan Caldwell, the guy with the glass office on the 50th floor, the untouchable billionaire white, polished, control freak sitting in my Bentley as rain poured over Chicago, turning the city into this mess of neon and shadows, my hands shaking on the wheel like I was the one just starting out, not the king of the world. All it took was a single call, just one. Doctor says, Mr. Caldwell, you're infertile. There's nothing we can do. Just like that, my whole damn legacy went up in smoke. Caldwell name, Caldwell blood. All those years Dad drilled it into Meg 1. I floored it, tires screaming on the slick asphalt, not really seeing anything, heart pounding louder than the rain on the windshield. You know what I mean? That feeling of everything you thought you were supposed to be just slipping. I didn't see the turn. I sure didn't see the guardrail. I just remember metal shrieking, airbag in my face, a crash so loud it swallowed every other sound, then nothing. A couple blocks away, Amara Johnson Black, 35, tougher than any CEO I ever met, was driving her beater Honda home from Southside High. She taught English, ran a center for at-risk kids, basically worked herself to the bone, so kids like her wouldn't have to crawl out from where she did. She'd lost her mom at 12, Dad gone soon after, lived through things that would break most people, but she'd turned pain into purpose, and that night, she just wanted a cup of tea and a book. But fate doesn't care about your plans. Not when it smells trouble. She saw the flames first, a Bentley wrapped around a guardrail, fire licking up through the rain, and without thinking, she pulls over, sprints through puddles, ignoring how cold the rain is, how rough the pavement scrapes her knees, yanks the door open, never mind that it's half melted, drags me out with every ounce of strength, choking on gas fumes. And just as she hauls me clear, the whole damn car explodes behind us like something out of a movie. I came to for a second, eyes blinking through blood, seeing her brown eyes fierce, rain in her hair, voice yelling at me to hold on. Then sirens. I'm out again. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in a hospital room, tubes in my arms, lights too bright, the whole place stinking of antiseptic. The doctors tell me I'm lucky, only minor injuries, but honestly, all I can think about is the woman who pulled me out. Who is she? Nobody knows. She slipped out before anyone could thank her. Maybe she didn't want the attention. Or maybe that's just who she is. So I do what I do best. I get my assistant, Olivia, on it. Red hair, sharp eyes, takes zero crap from anyone. She finds Amara's name in 2 days flat. Amara Johnson, teacher, runs a community center, never had so much as a parking ticket. Olivia eyes me like, why do you care? And you know, I can't even answer that at first. I just know I owe her. And not just for my life. She pulled me out of a night so dark, I might not have climbed back on my own. Meanwhile, Amara's home in her little South Side apartment, watching the rain and thinking about that wreck. What nobody else knows, she's pregnant. Twins. Guy who got her there? Marcus took off the second he heard the news. She's scared, but stubborn. She tells herself she'll do what's right, no matter how hard it gets. Eventually, I ask Olivia to set up a meeting. Amara is not looking for thanks, but I show up anyway, gray suit, out of place as hell at the corner diner she picks. When she walks in blue dress, hair pulled back, that unshakable presence. You ever meet someone and just know they're going to matter in your life. She's not impressed by money, not scared by my name, just straight up and honest, tells me she's pregnant before I even ask, like, let's get this out of the way. I respect it. We talk about her mom, her work, the neighborhood, and I let slip about my own mess, infertility, the pressure to build a legacy. She listens, really listens, tells me legacy isn't always blood. Sometimes it's what you build for others. Never heard that before, not where I come from. And just when I think maybe this is a new start, boom, life pulls the rug. Marcus, her ex, spots us, sees dollar signs, starts selling photos and stories to the tabloids. The next day, social media is full of headlines. Billionaire in Southside, pregnant teacher's secret. My sister Victoria, all steel and ice, barges into my office. She's using you, Ethan. She's after your money. I've never seen her so mad. She even tracks Amara down, tries to buy her off with $1 million check. Amara rips it up at her face. That's when I know really know for real. But the world's not ready to see it that way. Parents at Amara's school start talking. Some pull their kids out. Reporters hound us. And Marcus keeps pushing, hinting he'll sue for custody. He doesn't care about the kids, just wants leverage. My assistant Olivia and I fight back, hire lawyers, try to shut down the rumors, but it's like whack-a-mole. Every time you squash one, 3 more pop up. And then, as if things aren't bad enough, Amara goes into labor early panic, chaos, 3 a.m. Phone call, me racing to the hospital like a man possessed. Emergency C-section. 2 tiny baby girls, Zoe and Maya, born barely over a kilo each, fighting for their lives in the NICU. Amara's pale and scared, but she's got that same fire I saw the night she dragged me out. I stay with her, learn how to read the monitors, hold her hand, sing to the babies even though I can't carry a tune to save my life. You know, for a guy who once thought love was a weakness, I find myself praying these kids pull through, willing to trade every dollar I have for one more breath from those girls. Of course, Marcus uses this to his advantage, files for custody, starts telling anyone who'll listen that I bought Amara's babies to cover up my infertility. The rumors get nasty. People in Amara's community whisper about her, and she nearly breaks under the weight of it. But she keeps showing up every day for those girls, for her students, for the center. We fight back. My lawyers dig up Marcus's old fraud charges, his gambling debts, his absence during the pregnancy. We hold a press conference. Amara stands up, tells her truth. The crowd silences. Even Victoria, who once wanted Amara gone, shows up at the twins' first birthday and apologizes, says she just wants her brother happy. The community slowly comes around. Parents start bringing their kids back to the center, and Amara's scholarship program named after her mom launches. First award going to Jamal, her favorite student, who says Amara changed his life. But Marcus, he's a cockroach, keeps popping up, leaks a fake story about Amara's college days, says she was caught cheating, tries to blackmail us again. But this time, Olivia and our lawyer Rachel catch him red-handed fraud ring, money laundering, all of it. He's arrested before he can ruin anything. The last rumor fades, and for once, the headlines are on our side. Love wins in Southside. Stuff like that. One afternoon, I kneel in the community center garden, sunflowers everywhere, the smell of fresh grass, Zoe and Maya giggling on the lawn, and ask Amara to marry me. You and the girls are my legacy, I tell her, not ashamed of the tears in my eyes. She says yes, and for the first time in my life, I feel like I've built something real. Victoria is part of our family now. Jamal's practically our godson, and Mrs. Lena, Amara's old family friend, still drops by every Sunday with homemade pie. You know, people say Chicago's a tough city, and maybe it is, but standing there with Amara and our daughters, surrounded by a community that once doubted us, now cheering us, only get it. Love isn't about blood or money or what name's on the building. It's about who shows up, who fights for you when it counts, who you build with when the storm passes. I never got the legacy my dad dreamed of, but I got something better. I got family. So yeah, that's my story. From billionaire to burning wreck to dad in a messy kitchen, never thought I'd be here. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. You've heard my side. But what about you? Would you stand up when the world tried to break you, or would you walk away? Tell me, where do you draw the line between reputation and real love? I'm listening.